Wildland Firefighting Basics 2026. Let's just dive right in. You searched YouTube, you want to become a firefighter, and you're looking for the basics. You found it right here. This is the video. Thinking about becoming a wildland firefighter? Thousands of people are Googling it. How to start. No experience, no gear. Where do I begin? But in this video, we're gonna walk right through it step by step. And by the end of this video, you're gonna know the basics of what you're getting into and know that it's a career for you. Right now, you can get started for the 2025 fire season, but more prevalent, the 2026 fire season is right around the corner. So this includes that, and you'll be a step ahead of the game. What is it? What is a wildland firefighter? Basically, a wildland firefighter is one that goes out into the wildland area and fights fire in the forests, in the communities that have grounded areas next to them, wildland areas next to them, and they fight those fires, whether it's state, federal. Some local agencies have wildland fire sides of it too, but mostly it's state and federal. Man, the what you're gonna get is just gonna be so much fun. The descriptions of what a wildland firefighter does to what you actually do. I have a whole video on that, wildland firefighter versus structure firefighting. Man, there are elite crews in the wildland, elite crews that go out, whether it's on an engine, a bulldozer, a hand crew, helicopters, not too much, smoke jumpers out of airplanes. You gotta love the outdoors. You gotta love to hike. You gotta love to get dirty. You don't mind sleeping in the dirt, brushing your teeth every other day or whenever. Man, you just got to dial in, you got to hang with it, and you got to love it, because I'm telling you right now, it is a great career. Let's talk about the gear and the training that you'll need. The gear is most important. Most of the gear that you're going to get, you'll be able to get once you get hired with a fire department. If you go through a fire academy, typically they'll allow you to use the stuff that they have to get through the academy, but then once you get hired, you'll be able to get most of the stuff like the fire shelter and stuff like that. You'll get the Nomex, the uniform shirt. Sometimes they buy them for you, sometimes they don't. But other types of gear that you're gonna need, you're gonna need a web gear. You're gonna need the hard hat they'll give to you, the goggles, the gloves, all that stuff. So the only thing that you'll probably have to buy would be the boots and the web gear. Pick it great, because you're gonna need it. Some of the classes that you're gonna take is you want to get your red card. That's an important one, so that you have to take a pack test. You have to hike 3 miles with, I think it's 45 pounds on your back, and then you have to go on a hike with the crew. You get signed off, or through a school, and you get signed off. You get your red card that you pass the physical agility course of it. I didn't ever have to do that. We had our own in-house training at Cal Fire, where I worked as a wildland firefighter, but that's what you have to do if you're gonna go to different places like BLM or the U.S. Forest Service, Department of Interior. Like I said, Cal Fire does their own little thing. I don't know if it's changed since I've been in, but that's what they do, and that's what different departments do. Some of the basic classes, though, that you could take: S130, S190, and L180. Those are all kind of leadership classes. Well, getting into and then kind of leadership along the way. Not as a seasoned firefighter, not anything like that, but just a basic, a couple of basic classes. Once you get in, you'll get like S212, which is chainsaw safety and chainsaw class, where you'll learn how to buck and cut trees, and then how to cut them up and how to cut bigger trees. It's different advanced classes. Many academies or state agencies provide most of that stuff, like the gear I was talking about, as well as the classes. A lot of those you can get through the department once you get hired, but you'll need the basics, like the red card. You'll need that to get started. But once you get in, a lot of them offer those chainsaw classes, and the L180 and all those, that they offer them once they're inside. But you'll need a basic fire academy and an EMT class, at least a minimum of, and then your red card to get into wildland firefighting. In 2026, you might think, oh my God, that's so far away. 2026 is right around the corner, and hiring is probably going to start, I would assume, as soon as September. Like, they start looking, there's an open window so that you can turn in your application and get your physical fitness done and turn in your application. And then the season itself goes from like April back around through until like Halloween time. And if you get full time with a wildland firefighting crew, then obviously it's full time. But the season opens the November to March is going to be your time where you're going to apply. And then April through May, you'll start getting those hiring letters and then get hired with the department and work, through the summer until the rain comes or they decide that it's time. But some of the tips that you can do to stand out: prep. If you have a fire department that you want to go to and work at, go talk to them. Go knock on the door. Don't be shy. Go knock on the door. Tell them, hey, my name's Corby. I want to be here. I would love to work here. Can you tell me a little bit about your department? Can you tell me a little bit about your station? Can I see your apparatus? And maybe potentially, can I do a ride along with you guys in a couple of weeks? What's your ride along policy? And then if you're in good shape, ask to go on a hike with them. That'll treat you real well. But if you're going to ask to go on a hike with a wildland firefighting crew, by all means, get ready, because if you hang, you're going to be great. But if you don't, your interview is over. I'll promise you that. Your interview would be over really, really fast. But the scheduling, like some fire departments, we work 3 on, 4 off. And then if it was overtime, if they put on staffing patterns, 14 days is a lot of people. What the federal government does, I think 14 days. CAL FIRE did 21 days, and then you got 2 days off. But you weren't off. You were still paid, and you were still there, but you just got 2 days off in a hotel. But if they needed you, they sucked you right back into the system. And then that was it. You were back on the line for another 21 days. I was gone for 45. The first time I met my wife and we'd gone on our first date, I went back to work and was gone for 45 days. It was crazy. The real bonds, you're gonna get families. I don't like that brother word. I don't believe in that word. I really don't. But you're gonna spend more time with your fire family than you are your real family. And you're gonna know personalities. You're gonna know things about the guys that you didn't think you would. You're gonna learn all these things about all these people, and just how to cook. You're gonna learn how to cook, how to clean, do the basics. Find out all that stuff. If you're gonna cook, know allergies, know what people can and cannot have, know all of the kitchen stuff is a whole nother side of it. But I want to go back to being on the fire line and being out there on the line, these 21 or 14, 21 day stints. It's gonna be rough. Hand line, running chainsaws. Sometimes you're on the same piece of cold line that blew up when the fires first took off 72 hours ago, and now it's a cold piece of line, and you're going to patrol that, and you're like, oh my God, Cap, do we have to do that? Yes, you do. We called it Code 3 mop-up. Drive a long ways, lights and sirens, to get there and put out the cow patties. It is very true. It is very, very true. Listen, I want to get into some topics or some areas you can go to find out a little bit more about wildland firefighting. Obviously, you're on YouTube. You found this video through YouTube search, and that's why you're here watching this. So I'm going to give you some more places you can look. Wildland Firefighter Jobs website. Just type that in. You'll be surprised what pops up. USA Jobs is a big one for the federal government. So like for the U.S. Forest Service, for Department of Interior, BLM, hand crews, smoke jumpers, all that stuff's going to be on usajobs.com. CAL FIRE I'm in California, so California's fire department is CAL FIRE. That's who I worked for, and you can go to their website, CAL FIRE, and look there. Like I said, the 2025 season is happening right now, so the 2026 season is what you're going to get ready for. If you missed the boat for 25, don't worry. You're early for 26, and the time is right now to get your basics down, get your wildland firefighting basics down now. Start hiking, put about 45 to 50 pounds of weight on your back. Start around your neighborhood, and then find a hiking trail and get after it. You will be able to do so much more if you start right now. A few other websites that I missed. NWCG.gov has got courses and red card information. That's great. Yes, I do have some notes behind me. That's why you see me looking back and forth. But you know what? I'm here for you. I want to see you succeed. That's what this channel is all about. Oh, by the way, I'm Corby. I was a wildland firefighter for 10 years until a lung injury took me out of it, and now I work in construction. But I'm here to make sure that you succeed in your wildland firefighting career, because I want to help you. And if you've got any comments, anything at all, drop them down below and I'll answer them. They're always on. I always see them. I always respond. Firefighterjobs.net is another one. These are all good websites. These are all great websites. Check them out. Corby's Firefighter Wisdom, that's me. You can watch my videos. They're all here. I think I've changed the name of this channel. I should probably know that. But I just want you to know that I'm here for you. Anything that you need, I'm always here for you. One big question you have, is it worth it? It's worth it. Absolutely. Your way a long time. But if fighting fire is in your blood, it's in your blood. And it's just amazing. I mean, the pros are, you're on the line. As long as you can handle being dirty and being out in the woods for long periods of time and being with people in confined spaces and being out and dirty and all that, that's great. The big cons, you're gonna miss birthdays, you're gonna miss anniversaries, you're gonna miss Christmases, you're gonna miss Thanksgivings. Yes, those are in the wintertime, but I did have a couple of Thanksgivings and Halloweens at fire stations. I did have those. Seasons do run long and those things do happen. It's not for everybody. I'll tell you this right now, it's not for everybody. But you know what? If you're here and you made it to 11 minutes into this video, it's for you. Take that step and let me know too in the comments if you're gonna do it. I'll be your #1 supporter. Anything you want videos on, I'll be glad to do them. I'll be glad to answer your questions. I'm always here to help. Like I said, it's not for everybody, but you know what? The best sunrise is getting up the next morning. If you haven't slept, even if you've slept just a couple hours, and watching that sunrise, because you know that you're gonna hit it hard the next day, and there's nothing better than to waking up out. Just pretend those are mountains right there. It's my neighbor's yard. That's our yard, but the tree over there is in the neighbor's yard. But just pretend that's a ridge line and you're looking out. Man, you're built different. You're gonna do things different. You're gonna see a lot of things, and I'm just glad that you're here. I'm glad that you decided to watch this video, and I really hope that your journey as a wildland firefighter comes true, and I'll be your #1 supporter. Hit that subscribe button and let me know how I can help you. I freaking love you, and I appreciate you being here with me. Good night. I freaking love you.